Maybe.
There's something wrong with society. Another media casualty. Well, here's a dose of reality in the small town mentality.
Welcome to Small Town Mentality Podcast. I am your host, Ben. Randy is not here today. He said he had plans 2 hours before the show. A little salty about it, but whatever. My wife joins the show as the co-host for this evening. And, or Heather, I guess I should say your name in case people don't know I just assume people know who you are now.
I'm Ben's wife. Nice to meet you.
And our guest for today from the band Haymaker, Tyler, is here.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing all right, you know.
Oh, that's good.
We're gonna try to get to know you guys and what you do and how you met Curtain Call and all the things.
Okay, cool.
We've been working with Curtain Call for quite some time now. They've been pretty good to us.
Yeah, they're really good guys, and they do a lot for us over here at our band camp. So I can imagine all the help they're giving you guys.
Yeah, they throw us a bunch of songs. We love to do Song of the Week, and we love to do interviews, and so they're always hooking us up with people to talk to, which is nice.
Well, you know, you always got to make good friends.
I wanted to see what was on this note. It was a dick.
I drew
So
it
you drew that?
last time I was here.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that was on there. Under the mixer. Sorry, distraction. Distraction. Yeah. Anyways.
So what do you do in your band? What position are you?
Oh, I do vocals for my band Haymaker. A while back, I actually did do guitar, but not for this band. What happened was I was in a band with a couple other guys that are actually in this band now, and we want to do something different. And I never did vocals before in my whole life, really. And they were like, "You should try it." And I was like, "All right." And I started doing it, and it just became a thing. And I've been doing it ever since. So that's how it started.
Yeah, I've seen the one video you guys got up right now. It's the only one I saw on your YouTube page, which is probably the song we're going to play after the show. But
okay,
I recognized you as the singer, actually.
Oh, that's great. I get recognized all the time in Gastonia, North Carolina, is where we're from, because I throw these crazy house parties.
Okay.
If you're in the North Carolina area, you definitely want to come to one of them, because it's just a big house party in the suburb, and about 300 or 400 people show up. This was pre-COVID though, so. But you know, once things get going again, I'll definitely start having parties again.
So my friend, or my co-host, I guess, and friend, he's from South Carolina, and we had some friends also from Curtain Call Records. Drowned Out, I believe, are from North Carolina.
Yeah, I think some of them are from North Carolina. I think they're based out of South Carolina, though. I'm not sure. You have to talk to Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan,
but yeah, man. Yeah, those are cool dudes. Well, we played a brewery with them not too long ago. It was a couple months back.
Oh, they were doing like a fuck authority thing, right? Something like that.
Yeah. We they had a beer made bomb and everything, and we went down there and drank their beer and played some tunes and got kind of fucked up, and then we went home. It was great.
What's your honest review on the beer?
Beer's pretty good. I'm more of a stout guy, because I think what they had was a lager. I like stouts, like oatmeal stouts. Coffee stouts are really good. I like darker the better for me.
Yeah, that's my porn history. Anyways. I'm more of a bitch beer guy. I drink a lot of bitch beer.
Hey, no beer is bitch beer.
Well,
beer
a lot of
beer.
people don't consider them beer.
Apple.
Hell,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I still go to the store, get a bunch of bootleggers, and chug those motherfuckers. So, like, you know what I mean? Back in the day, man, what was it? We had Juice. I don't know if you remember Juice. It was an energy drink, but it was also like, it was like Four Loko. Yeah. Dude, those shits were crazy back in the day.
They still have it. We sell them here, and they still really fuck you up.
Yeah, we have 4
Yeah.
locos.
Yeah, well, they're like the diet version now. Like if you had them when they first came out, people died at clubs because they would chug those things and dehydrate and just pass out.
I remember, so the same kind of thing with Jolt. Do you remember Jolt back in the days? Like
Yeah.
Somebody was talking about it the other day. People used to die on that, and I was like, I used to drink that all the time as a kid. And then somebody else said, he's like, I remember Jolt, and it was like usually the most white trash people that were drinking them. I was like, oh, fine, thanks.
Oh man, like I think, oh God, what's my favorite? I like to do Monster with tequila for some reason. I like that. And then I found another concoction when we were on tour one time was Red's Apple Ale, Fireball, and oh God, what was it? It was something else that was put in there, and like chili powder. You put all 3 of those together, it's a good like fall drink, and it will fuck you up. It's like eating like a Fireball.
You like to be able to not walk very well, but also want to run.
Well, there's a video you should check out sometime called White Claw. It's on our Facebook page, actually. It's where we shot a music video, and we didn't have any good ideas, so we all just went. We was always like, let's go drinking, and we just filmed us one whole night of us just drinking all over Charlotte, and it was pretty funny because we got kicked out about 3 bars that night. But those bars are awesome, you know. So I love them all. I wasn't trying to cause too much havoc.
We've never really done a bar crawl. What we used to do before, the pandemic, we go to a bar called the Painted Lady, and then at midnight, everybody shifted over to the legal, and that's pretty much as far as we went for a crawl. But we've never like gone to each bar and had a couple of drinks. Never tried that.
It gets expensive, but you gotta know how to like manage what you're buying, because there was sometimes you come out with about $300 or $400 bar tab at the end of the night.
We had an $80 bar tab last weekend, which is why I didn't do the show. By the way, I apologize for not doing the show last week and not telling anybody why. We had a whole thing that we had to do. Anyways, I also got drunk during that whole thing that we had to do.
Well, next time what we should do is, like, when I get on here, I'll bring a bottle of liquor of my choice, and we'll just sit here and hang out and get drunk.
Okay, yeah. I've done that a time or two. I had a few beers on here. My wife's drinking right now, but
hell yeah,
I'm not.
I have to drink to lighten up a bit.
Yeah, she has to drink to be able to talk to people.
That liquid confidence. I got you.
Have you ever tried a Screwball? Shout out to Rico.
Oh my God, Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. How I got on Screwball was my uncle. He owns a bar in Myrtle Beach, and he likes. It's funny because he likes, what is it, the 99 Bananas peanut butter, and he got me on it, and I started drinking these things, and then one of his guys was like, "Man, fuck the 99 Bananas, try this," and I tried the Screwball, and I loved it ever since because I'm a huge peanut butter guy. So, yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Shout out to Screwball Whiskey. Friends of the show. Also, you mentioned Myrtle Beach. We have a friend out there that plays a lot of music at the bars. Kelsey Hedges.
Hell yeah.
drumersanddirectors.com/Kelsey Hedges Show. It's the shout out portion of the show. Yeah, he's on the network. So let's get into some music.
Okay.
How'd you guys all get started? How'd you get together? What was the...
Okay. No. Oh well. Actually, all of our stories are a little drunk. Okay. We started out with
most of ours.
That's how it is. I think all of us were friends because we used to drink together at shows and be stupid together, and then we all found out we kind of get along, and we just kept going from there. But what originally happened was, me and my guitar player Drew were in this band in Charlotte, and the guys that we were playing with, we just didn't get along with them. And then I think at the same night, all the guys that are in the band now were at the same bar, and we literally just got drunk and we quit and started our own thing. And then we started practicing. I think at my girl. No, wait a minute. It was Drew's girlfriend's house, and they hated us. But it was all good. You know what I mean? We did things. Fucking police get called all the fucking time because it was so loud. They would sit there and knock on the door with their flashlights, and they'd be like, "Man, we hung out here for like 10 or 15 minutes listening to you guys," and we was like, "Man, they seem pretty cool, And then they would bust us. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Hey, y'all need to shut the fuck up because y'all are in the fucking like neighborhood and shit." But that's how it started out. And then we went to we found out a cool thing to do is rent storage units. I don't know if anybody's done that before. Like, you might ask people. But yeah, because you find out if you get a 24-hour storage unit, you can rent it out, and it usually has power, and you can just play in there. And there's a couple storage units, that we've been to, and they'd be like, "So what are y'all doing in here?" And we'd be like, "We're just gonna play music." And then it would escalate to a weekend to where like we'd bring our friends, and the next thing you know, in a storage unit we have like 100 people at the storage unit. Everybody's fucking partying, and we're caught on the fucking cameras throwing a rager in a storage unit at like 2:00 in the morning. And they would pull me in, or I'd get a phone call Monday, and they'd be like, "So we got video of your guys like half naked, drunk, running around, fucking peeing in the hallway. Y'all need to like get the fuck out of my storage unit." And I'd be like, "All right, my bad."
That's how you get your picture up behind the desk.
But yeah, big shout out to all the storage units we played at, so it's all good.
Nice. So like you do like a really deep growl. Like how many songs can you do before your voice starts letting out?
Well, we go pretty long sometimes because if we wanted to play, we could play an hour straight, and we've done.
I don't think
before.
I get my voice that low.
Well, the thing about it is, you got to get a good buzz. There's a medium.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get too fucked up, but you don't want to be sober. But there's only one time Haymaker's played sober, and if you watch the video of us playing sober, it looked like we were on cocaine because we literally flew through our fucking set in like 20 minutes. And our set's like 30 or 45 minutes. And the whole time, you could tell that we were all just like, "God damn it, we need a beer." Because we're like, "All right, it's our next song." You know what I mean? And just kept going through it. And it was crazy because, yeah. My guys were kind of mad at me because we get there and they're like, "Hey, there's no alcohol out here." And we're like, "All right, so we're going to try to maybe sneak some beer." You know what I mean? And then one of my friends that put on the show was like, "Hey man, I really appreciate it if you guys wouldn't drink." And I was like, "You know what, man, you're a friend of mine. We're going to respect your wishes and we'll get through it." But as we're getting ready to play though, I think the reason why we sped through it was, hang on. Sorry, somebody tried to call me in the middle of this. Can you still see me? I have no idea what's going on.
We can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. All right, my back. Okay, Cool. Am I there?
We can still hear you. We just can't see you.
Oh, well, I see me on the screen. But anyways, I don't.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I was just trying to move him and bring him back.
What did you do?
I tried to take him off and bring him back.
So
now he's with the black screen.
Well, we'll try to. I'll talk and see if it'll eventually come back in or not.
Yeah.
But what happened was we're going through the set, and I get a text message that there's a fucking big ass house party going on, and they were like, "Hey, y'all guys need to come up here and play." And I'm like maybe 3 songs in. I was looking at everybody. I was like, "All right, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. We gotta finish this set." And we fucking went on. And then we went and played a house party later that night, and it was pretty fun at the house party. We ended up throwing this dude in the back of the van, And the thing about it, though, when we threw him in the back of the van, we thought the doors were going to stay open, and they didn't. So right when we threw him, the doors closed, and he went like right up against the fucking van, like hardcore. I was like, "Oh God, we killed him." That's what we thought we thought. Yeah, his name was Keegan. So Keegan was cool.
Keegan was cool.
Yeah, but let's see here. Because we were talking about playing a show sober. That was the only show we played sober.
Yeah. So what was is that the worst show you ever had? What was the worst show you ever had?
I don't really think that was the worst. Like, I don't know. Like, I love playing music, and I think that all of our shows are unique. So I don't really have a bad show experience with this band. Like, we've had some stuff go wrong, but like it wasn't like a dumpster fire or anything like that.
Yeah, that's one of the questions we like to ask bands. We've had some pretty interesting stories of people like going out in the middle of nowhere and ended up not getting paid and had to Uber home after almost getting into a fight with the owner of the bar. Like all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, I do have a story about something like that, but it wasn't in this band. It was in an earlier band because when I lived in Philadelphia, I was in a band, and we were on tour, and our last date was in Boston. And we get to fucking Boston, and we play our show and stuff, and we were like, "Hey man, can we go ahead and just settle up so we can go get some food and maybe put some gas in the car and kind of get ready to leave the night because we got to drive from Boston to Philadelphia." And the guy was like, "Yeah, man, we're just going to send you a check in the mail." And I was like, "The fuck you mean a check in the mail?" You know what I mean? That was the first time it ever happened to me. And I've never been to Boston since. Actually, I pissed everybody off too when we left because I knew they were fucking Boston Red Sox fans. So as we're pulling past the bar, and we know we didn't get paid, I had the window rolled down, and I was like, Yankees, fuck Boston Red Sox and shit. And I had fucking beer bottles thrown at my fucking van when we drove by. So it was great.
They should have dumped all their tea in the river.
But I'm guessing Boston's cool, but that's my only experience with Boston.
Was on the counter, what's one of the best shows you've ever played? One of the most fun that you can remember?
All right. So there's actually probably I'm actually going to Keg and Q used to be a place in Charlotte. It's closed down now, and the bartender and the owner, really good friends of mine. Her name was Kat, and she ended up going out of business. And she came to me and was like, "I want you to do one last show, here before we close up." And I was like, "So, am I fully booking it or what?" She's like, "Yeah, full reins on it." All right. So this fucking bar, you can maybe fit like 60 people in there tops. I went all out. I fucking booked like 6 bands, and I booked like 6 like headliners in the local scene at the time. And it was nuts. Like, it was about 200 or 300 people in this damn bar, and it was packed. And it got crazy. It was nuts, and people got thrown everywhere. It was crazy. You had to be there to experience it. Yeah.
Well, see, my wife here loves concerts, and that's why I asked her to come on the show. I was like, "You love bands and concerts," but she's like, she goes into the pits. And I'm the type of guy that's like, I'll go and enjoy a concert, but I stand in the back. I don't like to be bumped into. I don't like people a whole lot. But she's like in there, wrecking people's shit.
Well, when we play, I encourage people to try to hit me. So I like it. No, for real. Like, I'll be like, I'll tell people before, or I'll message or make a post. I'll be like, "If you can lay one good shot on me, I'll give you a free merch bundle." You know what I mean? Dude, like, I got knocked in the face in Richmond before. Like, it came out of nowhere. It was some like 16-year-old girl came up and fucking like back kicked me. And I was like, "Holy fuck." You know what I mean? Like shit. I was like, give that girl a t-shirt right now. So I was like, it was crazy. Out of all these big dudes, there's like a bunch of big dudes, sitting there trying to act all tough, and like the smallest one comes out there and just like does some Cobra Kai shit to me, and fucking like I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Feel her. I'm proud.
It's a big step for women in this country.
Nah, dude, I've seen some damn pits of girls get down, dude. Yeah, don't fuck with them, dude. They crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where she lives.
We have
at
anger
concerts.
to take out
Yeah.
on people, and that's the best.
They get
one.
that frustration out.
You don't get in trouble for that kind of hitting. So
Do you guys travel around a lot? Do you do a lot of different places?
Pre-COVID, we traveled. We travel. We usually play. We do like North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, and like Florida. We kind of stay in our own little like area. We're working our way outwards, but it takes time.
Yeah, I always ask people that because we live in the middle of nowhere, and the closest venues we go to is Salt Lake City. So I always try to see how many people are going to Salt Lake City.
yeah.
All right, so where are y'all from?
We're in Wyoming, right on the
Oh,
corner.
Okay, cool. So like about 3 or 4 years ago, we took a break because I had a job opportunity. And I lived in Denver, Colorado for about 2.5 years, and it was fun. So like I missed the mid part of the world.
Yeah, it's cold. It's snowing right now, so that's fun.
Yeah, I bet it's snowing because I remember like when I lived right there in Denver, like I seen snow in like June and it confused the shit out of me. Yeah. Fucking like I'm walking outside and it's just fucking like snowing like half dollar size, and I'm like, it's fucking June. What the fuck is going on?
We haven't gotten snow all year until like this last 2 weekends. It's like, just kidding. Here's all of it at once. Here's all of what you missed out on.
Yeah.
All of winter.
It's fun.
So, like, what are some of the bands you guys have played with? Because you were saying that you do a lot of house parties, and you did a couple of things with Drowned Out, right?
Oh yeah, we've played with them a couple times. If you go to if you do a list, there's like, oh god, I couldn't we would sit here and talk about it for a long time if we talked about list of like bands we played with. Practically everybody in the Southeast we practically played with. And I'm always down to meet other people too. I'm always down about giving smaller bands the opportunity to get out there. Like if they are a smaller band and they just cannot get into a venue, I'll at least try to give them a shot because I've been in those situations. It sucks.
Yeah.
Because like if you're on the outside looking in, it looks like a clique really, and you're just trying to get into that clique, but it's not. It's just that like they don't know you yet.
Yeah, we see that sometimes. Some of the concerts we've been to, there'll be, we'll go and see 2 bands, and then there's like one that always opens for everybody.
Yeah,
and, that's how you get to know other bands, and we try to do that too.
And most of the time, some of those openers are just as good or better than the headliners sometimes.
Yeah, I remember at Warped Tour, there was just like little tiny stages with a bunch of bands, and then there was just some people like as you're walking around rapping or doing stuff.
Their CDs
doing stuff like that.
Yeah. Like if you're to Nashville, Nashville's cool because when you go into Nashville, there's so many bars and they have so many like live music going on, and then on the street you have live musicians and everybody's out there trying to give you their CD or sell you something that is like it's called Music City of the World. A couple times I went. Well, it's one of the times, the first time it ever happened to me when I found out we're getting into a more digital age, is I was walking by this guy and I was listening to him, and he was like, "Hey man, you want a CD?" And I literally was broke because we were on the road, and I was like, "Man, I could try. I don't have no cash on me. I could try to give you something for it." And he was like, "Oh man, it's cool. We got a Cubase or whatever it is." And he had like a little like thing you could attach to your phone, and I was like, "Well, So all right, so we're going into that thing now where people could just take cards, and that was the first time it's ever happened to me.
You're probably right, Dave. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, but I mean, it's called relating to people. So go fuck yourself, Dave.
Oh.
Anyways, now I forgot where I was going with that because Dave distracted me.
Technology.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say if you guys want to check out like indie bands or whoever and support people, we have a Spotify playlist with all the bands we've had on the show. So you guys
Hell
can
yeah.
a few of their songs, and Haymaker will be on there after this episode, so you can check.
Hell yeah. Send me a link or something because I do a playlist of like, all the bands I play with too. And I usually just put them on one big playlist and just jam them out when I'm at work and stuff.
Yeah, I came up with that idea after a couple of interviews with bands. I was like, you know what, we should just do a Meltdown Metallica playlist, and then people can go check out all the people we've interviewed.
Yeah, that's a good way of marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually end up becoming a fan of most of them so far. I listen to that playlist a lot while I'm cruising around. But anyways, you got any questions? Did you come up with any? She was worried all night. She's like, I'm not going to have any questions. I'm not going to say anything. I was like,
well,
you need to help me.
I'm not Randy. I'm not very outgoing. If Randy was here and he met this guy, he'd be all about it and talking to him, or South Carolina this, or
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
on there, and he would definitely know what to say. And I'm just like, I like music.
Yeah, you were telling us the story before the show.
Maybe we can hear that one.
About you got a ukulele off of a homeless person?
It's really not a homeless person. They're called travelers. I don't know if y'all have that like on your side of the country, but there's a generation of youth, probably around the 16 to late 20s, and mostly they come from broken homes used to time. But sometimes you'll find people that just want to do it, is where they just don't give a fuck about anything. They pack a book bag and they just travel the world by jumping on trains and living off the street. That's how I met this dude, and he was really cool and gave me a ukulele after I found him playing, and he was like, "Hey man, can I play your party?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude," because I heard him play, and I was like, "Come on over here and play." And he played, and everybody loved him. It was a big metal show. You know what I mean? Like, people supposed to be like beating the crap out of each other, but I have two raggedy guys with clothes barely falling off of them, and they played their. I think one had a ukulele, the other one had a fiddle, and they kicked ass. People loved them, and everybody got them fucked up, and then we gave them a shower and sent them on their way.
That's awesome. I would have loved to see that because that would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been cool. Yeah. Yeah, in the world we live in, where everybody videotapes everything and puts it on TikTok, I bet that'd have 1.2 million views or something.
They'd be way famous.
Yeah. Dave wants to know where you guys came up with your name, Haymaker.
For us, we came up with the name because, most of our guys, we were kind of headstrong, and a lot of us get in a lot of fights with each other. Literally, I think every person in my band has fought each other, but we're like a band of brothers. So because we fight and scrap every now and then, but at the end of the day, we still love each other, and that's how we've done it, and that's how we've kept with the name. Plus, with our kind of music, it's like more straight to the point, and it's fast paced, and it hits hard.
Also, if you give him a Haymaker, you can get a free T-shirt.
Yeah. Once shows open back up, yes, definitely. I don't want to be walking through Walmart and some random kid just comes up and socks me while I'm looking at 3D Doritos. Be like, "Hey, can I get a shirt?"
Be more specific.
True. I do like kind of like the new 3D Doritos.
Oh, dude, I love them. I love them, but like it's nostalgia, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They're not original flavors, so it kind of
Yeah.
hurt.
They don't
I
really
seem like they're a little bit smaller than the originals. Because I remember it must be because I was younger and the Doritos look bigger. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
They were actually smaller than that, and they came in like a container, like
Pringles.
Lay's and Pringles. Yeah,
But then it had a cup, and you could dump them
yeah.
in the cup.
Yeah, because I think the flavors they got now is like what they got something like spicy ranch and some
Mhm.
kind of nacho, and I'm just like, dude, give me just original nacho cheese 3D Doritos.
That's what I want.
Small Town Mentality Podcast, the go-to for 90s nostalgia.
Now, I remember getting really fucking high in the back of the bus one time, and I was eating Cheetos, and my bass player Brandon was high and shit, and he was eating Cheetos. So we're living off of Cheetos for like the whole ride to our next show. It's like 4 or 5 hours. I'm high as fuck, and for some reason, the Cheetos to me started like it just like was weird. I was like, Brandon, for some reason they're like sand because we had nothing to drink. And it just felt like we were eating sand. And once I said that, he was like, you ruined the Cheetos, man. You ruined them. Because, wow, I just can't think about it. Because, like, when I crunch into a fucking Cheeto, it's like, it's the puffs. Like, you know what I mean? The cheese puffs. So next time so next time when you get really high, I don't know if y'all smoke or not, or 420 friendly, and you think about that when you eat cheese puffs, you're going to be like, that motherfucker ruined cheese puffs for me.
I'm going to try that.
Speaking of cheese puffs, you should clean your cheese puff with Ballsy. Go to ballwash.com. Use promo code SDPod at checkout. Save yourself 15%. They have
go ahead.
Nut Butts
Go ahead
and body wash, nut rub, cologne, and sack spray to neutralize odor. They also have good head shampoo and lots of other products. Ballwash.com, promo code SDPod at checkout.
You just reminded me of Ricky Bobby off of Talladega Nights. He's like, we're gonna have this new Powerade flavor, Ocean Breeze.
What about Cheetos reminded you of balls?
He just kept saying cheese puff, and I was like, cheese puff, clean your cheese puff. I don't know.
Oh no.
It just reminded me of my dick, I guess. Sorry. I apologize.
It's all good.
What have you guys been doing during the quarantine and stuff? You guys been doing like live shows on Facebook or anything?
Mostly what we've been doing is we've been doing contests, doing little live videos every now and then.
Yeah.
We've been working on our album. Our album is practically done. We got artwork on it the other day. It's pretty sweet, and we're finishing that up.
It's exciting.
Well, hit us up when you come out with one of your new singles, and we'll throw it on the show.
Yeah, we're trying to work on doing another single. We're trying to decide which one we want to do. All of our music videos are done in house. We do everything like that because we like to. Our bass player, he likes videography, and that's what we do. So everything you see like media, we've done it. We didn't go outside the house or anything. So if you need music videos for cheap, all we need is some beer and some weed. Hit me up.
Yeah. Also, it'd help if you lived in North Carolina.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You might have some people out there, but I'll just be like, hey, beer, weed, plane ticket, we're on our way. You know what I mean?
Perfect. Yeah, I've talked to a couple of people. Some people haven't done too much, but most people I've talked to have worked on different albums and all kinds of, just trying to progress where they can for their bands. Which maybe I should have done the same for the show, but have you guys done like TikTok or anything?
Oh gosh, I check into TikTok. I don't know. Like, I was a Vine guy back in the day.
Okay,
I like Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Vine. I saw TikTok. I've never really gotten into it. Every now and then, like if I get bored at work or something, I think YouTube has like playlists of like they do. I think TikTok memes or something, and I'll watch it and be like, "That's fucking funny," and laugh and shit. But I don't have the app or anything.
It's a really big platform, and I've noticed like maybe it's just the things that I look up, but I do see a lot of bands on there, comedians. I mean, a lot of people talk shit on it, and it's hard to get into, but at the same time, I've seen people do very well on there with different things.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, maybe one of these days when I get some free time, I'll check it out.
Clips of
Because
music videos.
yeah. Because like right now, my phone is like totally like full of like random band shit that I need to go through anyways. Because I keep up with like YouTube, the Spotify, the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook. Dude, I had to figure out how to use Twitter. I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Somebody was like, hey, you need to tweet something. I'm like, what the fuck is tweet? You know what I mean? Like, I'm MySpace. Where's Tom at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
We posted some pictures the other day, and they're from way, way back, and everybody commented, I remember these from MySpace. Like, wow, these are pretty old then.
They are pretty old.
I'm still waiting on the MySpace resurgence. I talk to people about it all the time, but who owns MySpace these days? I think is it Justin Timberlake owns MySpace now?
Yeah, I don't think
Last I heard.
Is it even still a thing? I don't know.
It's still a thing
now, right? It's more for musicians.
I think he tried to turn it into a music platform.
Hold on.
So you guys could go on there as musicians.
He's checking it out to see if it still exists.
No, like the person keeps calling me. Hang on one second. I gotta be. What now?
Said send him the link.
Yeah, I have no idea why they're calling me. They knew I was trying to do this, so
maybe it's an emergency.
I hope not. It shouldn't. You know what I mean? It might be somebody like drunk that might need a ride to the store or something. I have no idea.
Is he answering it?
I don't know.
I thought he said
No, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm still here. No. You guys are a little bit more important than a phone call at the moment.
Well, I mean, whenever you gotta go, man, we can cut out early. It doesn't bother us any.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. If you have questions, I'm down for questions. Whatever.
Maybe some more drunk stories or something. I don't know.
Have you ever been too drunk at a show where you couldn't perform?
Ooh.
The most drunk I've ever was at a show. Oh God. Well, most drunk ever at a show, you really don't remember those. But I remember one time. One time we had to play a bar in Asheville, North Carolina, and we get there. I think it was it's supposed to be like an all-day festival, and I thought we were supposed to play around like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Turned out we didn't have to play till like midnight. And I sat there at the bar, and that lady was serving me a tequila sunrises. Like they're like big ass cups, like these drink cups that you get from like the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I was paying $5 for a big ass cup like that at tequila sunrise.
Damn.
And I drank since I got there till the time we played, and I kept tipping the bartender because she was cool. And then it got to a point where she had to do a shift change, and my guys are beside me and everything. And I got to know her because I sat there all day, and we're about to play in about a half an hour from now. But she's about to leave, and she leaves, and a new guy comes in. And, I'm a little buzzed. So I was like, hey, how you doing? What's your life story? I want to start to get to know you now since I got to know the last bartender. And the guy literally told me man, I'm busy here. And I looked at him. I said, well, fuck you, Dan. And then the guy got up, and then fucking my guys took me outside and was like, hey, you need to relax. And that was the only, it was crazy. That was tequila. Don't drink too much tequila.
Yeah. It makes people angry, I think.
Moods can change quite a lot. We've got quite a few stories from her.
I don't know. I never do that, but it was just something, I guess, with the guy's tone. It just pissed me off. And I was like, what? You know what I mean? I've been sitting here all day, practically dude, I don't know how much money I spent that day, but I spent a lot of money.
Yeah. I bet.
Besides that, fucking another drunk story was, I guess I'll go back to Philadelphia again because I spent a lot of time in Philly in my younger days, and we're playing. It's our first show as a band in Philadelphia, and there was this older punk rock band. They were called Local Demise. They're out of Trenton, New Jersey, and they were like, "Hey, man, well, we're the old guys in the scene, and y'all guys are new guys, and y'all seem pretty cool. We're going to drink for you guys tonight, and y'all don't have to worry about like anything on beer wise." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I'm like 22, 21 at the time. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So I start drinking, and it's another late story because we ended up not going on till about 12:30 that fucking night. I just remember like it's time for us to get on stage, and I told my bass player, I was like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." And I remember trying to go to the bathroom and just like, if you know, like, have you ever been in a fun house where like everything was like sideways and everything was a blur? I don't remember playing that night. I really don't remember playing that night.
Yeah.
I think we did good because we kept playing shows afterwards. It was our first show, and we got asked to come back. So because it might be because of my personality, because I like to make a lot of jokes and crack jokes and fucking have a good time. But I don't, it gets to a point, I don't know what the fuck I said that night. So we'll see.
What was the name of your previous band? You guys got stuff out there still?
No, not really. It's back on MySpace. Fuck, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was, oh God, I think it was A Call to Arms out of Philadelphia in the Levittown area. It was like it was like way back in the day. I think fucking Texas in July was a small band at that point because I remember playing a show with them at Champs before they got big. And I remember looking at somebody and be like, "Hey, I bet you in a year, give them a year, they're going to be fucking big." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll see." I shit you not, Texas in July was a big band. I was like, I told you, I fucking told you.
I had a band in the MySpace days. Nobody played any instruments and nobody sang. We just kind of said that we were a band and we made a MySpace page. That was like the end of the band. We just made the page. Nothing.
You know what? That happens to this day. I think because what happens is you'll have a couple of guys like, "Yeah, we should form a band," and they're usually busy with their current band, and they have this idea, and they get artwork made, and they make a page, and then they never practice, and then you just never hear from them again. So it happens all the time.
Yeah, we were called the Unknown Hometown Heroes. What kind of?
That's a catchy name, though. You think about it.
Hometown Heroes.
You whoever's listening, you can have that if you want to start a band.
I'll do your first music video for it.
Perfect.
See, there you go.
It's like a poppy rock. I bet that's what I picture.
That's what I
Unknown
picture.
Hometown Heroes. Yeah, like
I
a
don't
poppy kind of rock.
Yeah. Do you keep up with? I guess you watch YouTube, right? So it reminds me of what is that one guy that does that Emo's Not Dead thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if you check that out. It kind of reminds me of something like that when you said that name, and I think he's hilarious.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh, that's his YouTube channel. It's Emo's Not Dead, where like he does these little videos where like everyday situations, but he's bringing like emo music back, and he like gets his hair a certain way and fucking.
Put like on a black hoodie, and his wife's always like, "What the hell, man?" Like,
Yeah. He made it. Yeah, he got so popular. He did make his own band, and it's an emo band. He didn't check it out. I don't remember the name of it. They're trying to make a resurgence, so it's coming back.
If you need a band name, I'm your guy.
Hell yeah.
We're always playing Xbox and like yelling weird things at the TV, and he's like, "That sounds like a good band name."
Yeah, true.
Man, you're on Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah, I'm Team PlayStation. Sorry about that.
Well, the games we play are actually cross-platform, so
That's true.
All right. You on Call of Duty?
yeah, we Warzone's cross-platform, and now Apex Legends is cross-platform, and I play that.
Okay, well, you find me on Facebook, and we'll hang out and play because I like to get high and play video games. So
Sure.
we'll
we like
do
to
what
get
we can.
drunk and play video games.
Getting high
So,
is
yeah,
better with more concentration.
Well,
So
what needs to happen is Switch. Nintendo Switch needs to be able so you can have like headsets and stuff. Because, dude, imagine just hanging out online, drinking, smoking, and playing Mario Kart and Smash
that
Bros.
would be
Yeah.
super fun. Yeah.
well,
I
they
don't know why. I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
I
they
think
seem like they could.
they made it for your phone, didn't they? Mario
I'm
Kart,
not sure.
and you can play with your friends.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like being like on the
Uh,
couch, or headsets, talking like we are
Yeah.
now. Like,
That'd be fun.
Yeah, Switch you can play with your friends, but there's like no headsets and stuff involved. There's no
Yeah. So we,
stuff like that.
we have this Call of Duty team. Like I call us a team. It's like we have a matching clan names and whatever. But most of the time is us just losing and screaming at the TV. That's pretty
dude,
much
my
how
shit.
clan.
I got a group of guys. What we do is we get hot and we play prop hunt 24 hours a day.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Prop Hunt is fun.
Yeah, that kills me. I die laughing. You just see a ladder. Vroom. What the fuck?
My favorite thing on prop hunt is the water fountain that you can do at the mall. That's my thing. Cause like I'll just make like I'll actually try to look at the map and be like, all right, if I was a water fountain, where the fuck would I be at? And like I would, because you can make replicas, so you make one a little bit higher and one a little bit lower, so it looks like when you're at the real mall, you get the short water fountain and you got the tall water fountain. Like I get into it, man. Like I'll actually look at it and be like, should this be part of the map?
Measuring like
And he's also high, so he's contemplating life. What if I won?
Dude, for real. Like I play dude, I'm on Minecraft. Fucking I got really fucking stoned in the middle of the quarantine and made like a replica 1x1 of the Titanic because I was fucking bored. Yeah. So it was like me and like one other guy, a friend of mine, and it took us it took us like not an hour, it took us like weeks just to get like the bottom done. It was
There's a
fucking
lot
nuts.
of parents out there that have never tried it, but like our kid was really into Minecraft, so obviously we both played it because we're both really into video games. So we both played it, and it definitely gets addicting, man. You can get caught building all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, man! Fucking, it'd be like 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Like, man, I'm just gonna play a little bit, and you're sitting there playing, and you got like your kingdom that you've been working on, and then you look at the time, and it's like 3:47 a.m., and you're like, "Holy fuck! I've been over here for 12 hours."
Yeah.
yeah.
I made like a replica AT-AT and X-Wing fighter and all kinds of shit on there.
Hell yeah! Did you play Squadrons when it came out? Because the Squadrons is on Xbox, right? Star Wars Squadrons. It's pretty.
I don't
cool.
think I played the Squadrons. I played the one with it's like a really long campaign. What was that guy from Shameless? He was like the main character. Yeah.
Okay, well, it sounds like you were playing something like God, is Old Republic or something? Is what you're talking about? Or
Yeah,
no,
it was an RPG, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know if you remember back in the day on like GameCube, there was Rogue Leader, and they practically made a Rogue Leader for like the new gen, so it's all like Starfighter Assault. Like it's pretty nuts. It gets into it, man. Like I like stuff like that because you're flying around the X-wing, you're just like hell yeah. But my thing is I like the bomber because the bomber I just go on suicide missions the whole fucking time. I know I'm gonna die because I'm slow as fuck, but I got like 30 bombs and I try to take out as much shit as possible.
Her mom owns an original Xbox, and the only game that it has with it is Battlefront 2. So I get down on that sometimes.
Yeah, well, Battlefront 2 has Starfighter Assault on it. So yeah, that was how I realized. I was like, they need to make a full game just like this, and they did. I was stoked.
Were you into Star Wars games?
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, for a little bit. I like Star Wars.
Oh well, me and my wife here, but have matching Star Wars tattoos. We're pretty into.
Oh yeah,
the movies.
Listen, our bass player, he likes Star Trek, so we go into this fucking debate all the time. Fucking like this dude, you go over to his house, he has like VR, and he has that Star Trek video game where like you control like the big battleships, and I'm over here like, holy fuck! Like, you put on the VR and you're actually controlling like these big ass like battleships. I'm over here like, this is intense. I feel like I'm really gonna fuck something up and I'm gonna kill like 1 million people in the damn. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, we shouldn't attack.
You can
No,
play
we shouldn't
games on
attack.
VR? I didn't know that.
Yeah, on VR you can.
Mm. It's a porn joke.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I apologize. VR has games, too. Damn.
It's not just for porn, I promise. You perv.
Speaking of, go to spunklube.com.
Oh no.
Use promo
Discount code.
Checkout. That's true. Save yourself 10%. Spunklube.com.
Now, what we do is at our merch table, we use blow up dolls at our merch table, and we put merch on them. We dress them. It's great.
That's perfect, actually. I mean, cheaper than
Yeah. Instead of, cause like, I see what happened was I seen other bands and they use like real mannequins and stuff, and fucking like me and my guys, we were over at like Spencer's. I'm like, dude, they got blow up dolls for like $10, and I'm like, let's buy 3 of them, and we're gonna dress them in our attire and set them at the merch table.
That's better.
Do you
I
guys sell
love that.
merch online?
Yeah, we do sell merch online. It's through Rhodes Entertainment. It's fucking hilarious now since we're talking about it. My buddy Rhodes, he actually runs like an adult entertainment site, and he likes us so much. He put our merch on his adult entertainment site. So
Nice.
if you want to buy Haymaker merch online, you have to like prove you're 18 and shit. It's crazy.
Also shop around a bit. Just add some shirts into the cart when you're done.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Buy your sex toys and your merch all
Yeah.
in one place.
Haymaker pre-put condoms are $2.50.
You guys should get Haymaker like towels.
Dude, we have panties. And they sell hot. And it's so funny because like when we're like playing shows like pre-COVID days with our panties we sell, you think it'd be girls coming to us, and I shit you not, it's like 32 to 38-year-old like overweight dudes come over and they're like, so how much are these? And I'm like, hell yeah. Fucking send me a picture of that shit when you get to the house. You know what I mean?
We put it on our social media.
We're looking for bottles. And you fit them.
I was talking to Randy, my co-host. He got really into 3D printing, and we talked about small town mentality butt plugs. It's a work in progress. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The weirdest things.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You never know what's going to sell, you know?
That's true.
It is what it is. Everybody's out here trying to just get their merch out there.
Doing what we can.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the person behind you is going to be reading it like, I wonder what that podcast is.
Is it going to be a stranger? Or
Or no. So where can people find you guys?
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. And how you would search for us is Haymaker and then put our state, NC. That's what we can go by, Haymaker, NC, because let people know where we're from. We're kind of really proud about, we come from North Carolina, and most of our merchandise, it goes with our area and everything.
What do you guys got anything coming up anytime soon?
Like music wise?
Yeah.
Probably. We just had our one single drop. I think it was like 3 weeks ago for Grizzly Fight. Like I said, we finished up the album. We're planning on dropping another single to push the album probably around spring or summer.
Okay.
you guys aren't planning any shows for like 2021 in case this all goes away? You're just staying clear until
we haven't really played anything in a while, and the only thing that we have booked right now is going to be Metal in the Mountains, but it's like later on in the year. That's like all the stuff that we've been in talks to are kind of like outdoor, and it's in the fall time of later this year, and that's just everybody fingers crossed, hoping if things turn around and we can play shows again.
Well, I've heard. So we never really had too much closed down, and then like Utah's been doing comedy shows a lot and stuff. I've been to 3 this year, comedy shows. But I've heard like the underground concert venues and stuff like that are really been taken off during this thing.
It's non-existent right now.
No underground either.
There's really nothing really going on. The only thing that's going on is you might have like some like underground party that you might find a band at, but there's no shows going on in the North Carolina area. Like there are maybe some shows I don't know about, but I haven't seen any shows really.
Yeah, I've just been hearing, and like maybe it's just the middle of the country or something.
Probably just depends on where you're at. And
Yeah,
how
I've heard a lot of like underground
badly.
shows are
Well,
taking over and doing better than the concert.
Like in North Carolina, we're still at a stay-at-home order technically,
Okay, yeah.
and like I think bars and stuff is supposed to be closed by 10. So like there really ain't that much stuff going on because 10 o'clock, you back in pre-COVID days, 10 o'clock, you just getting right by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You got a little buzz, going on. Maybe the first or second band is played. You're halfway through the show. There ain't nothing going on like that. If there is something going on, it's probably outside. I've maybe seen a couple outside things where it's kind of socially distanced.
A social distance concert doesn't sound fun though. So
No.
What we do is we just get we get big ass bubbles. Like you've seen the movie Bubble Boy, right? And
Yeah.
we just that's what we do.
Our governor was like, stay at home or don't, whatever.
He's like, stay at home, but you still do whatever you want to. I'm not going to make you do anything.
Wyoming could have sucked through that whole thing. So
Yeah.
or was didn't care.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot. We didn't do a whole lot.
It was bad and good all at once. No.
Yeah.
Wear a mask or don't.
We can't make you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's like wear a mask inside the store or, just buy your stuff because we need your money. So either way, you're fine. All right. You guys can find us everywhere at STM Pod on all things social media. You can follow Randy at Randy Gardner Humor. You can follow me at Never Been Funny with 1 E and DramaCityProductions.com. Check out all the shows on the network. Bunch of great shows. Yeah. Anyways.
Or don't.
Hell yeah.
Or don't. Check out the Spotify playlist with all the bands we've interviewed on the show. And after this show, I will add a few from Haymaker, so you guys can also check them out. Yeah. You got anything? You don't want people to find you?
Nah.
All right. And I'll be finding Tyler after the show on Xbox Live, PlayStation, whatever, on Facebook.
Activision.
All right. Sounds good. We can get a lobby going. We'll get some profit going on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave and Andrew in the chat all night. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Until next week, go fuck yourselves. Bye.